Welcome back to our Pathfinder Kingmaker series. Uh, the past couple episodes have been a little messed up for me. Ever since I updated OBS, the sound has been off, so I've had to readjust the sound to match the sound to the what's going on the screen. And I didn't have to do that before. After like 90 episodes, but as soon as I update OBS, now the sound is desyncing, so I've changed some settings, but it still doesn't seem to affect it. But I have changed some other settings too, so hopefully the video will be okay. So I'll continue to monitor all that, and hopefully it'll get better. All right, we are off. We have to attend our own council. All right, let's go.
I'll go ahead.
Did I? Yeah, I sold everything. Good. My bags are only filled with their usual crap. How close am I to a level? A little over halfway. And leave. All right. Anything else change besides advisors? Yes. Elena is worried about a coon. Enough time has passed since the Baroness agreed to help her companion. It might be a good idea to do it sooner rather than later. I know I had a freaking war to deal with. Come on. Give me a break, people. You're throwing all this stuff at me and you all want it done at the same time. I may be a baroness, but I can't be everywhere at the same time. Where's my city? Enter. Let's go to the main square first. And the music gets off. I think a coon is over here, so let's go talk to him. A coon dio. I wanted to thank you. For what? A coon looks confused for a moment, fighting for the right words. For helping me find the way. I understand, a coon. You're welcome. A coon sighs, relieved. I'm glad I met you. And I can be here. Here I am of use. Elena is also glad that I made up my mind. Gave me armor so that I'd be more careful. I didn't expect it, but the armor is welcome. You decided a coon should conduct a ritual to say farewell to his dead family and find peace. Have you settled on your plans for the future? Want to stay here. Protecting people is my destiny. I accept that now. The river of life carried me for a long time, powerless and still. Now I know how to swim. All right, I won't torture you with more conversation. Bury the past has been completed. All right. Attend the council. Yes, I know you don't have to keep flagging it. Sweet teeth. Should keep them busy. All right. A bloody craft. Sherelle. I gotta do that. Um, this is the Tenebrous Dungeons or Depths or whatever it's called. I gotta go back to Candlemere Lake. Lots of stuff. That's right. She wants a freaking unicorn horn. Um, I got 138K. All right. You know what that means? Let's get 600. 600 seems good. I wish you could type in what number you wanted instead of using that bar that doesn't do every number. Wow, I could get more. 90K? What's this? Oh, is this armor that for Akun? Ancient Hunt? Um, let's get another 200. Wayfarer's Comfort. Yep. Jathal identifies it. Um. Oh, I have to level them up to level 12. Okay. That won't be hard. Rangers are easy. Let's give you. Let's give you wisdom so you can learn more of your spells, your higher level spell. Um, okay. Next, camouflage. Oh, okay. Wow, he's got third level spells. Complete. Um, spell book. Um, what do we give you? He's got a hold animal. Nope, he doesn't need that. Doesn't need bark skin. Oh, we'll give him sense vitals. Probably give him that over this. 2 sense vitals. Use that more often than the hold animal. Um, all right. cure moderate wounds. That's okay with me. And Alana's wisdom is not high enough. Probably give her wisdom for her final two. This armor I was supposed to look at. And his bow. That's right. They took his bow away from me. I put it in the box. Wayfarer's Comfort. That's just a +2 he's wearing. This gives him 3 more AC. Bracers of Lesser Archery. +1 Ring of Protection. I thought I turned off everybody's backpack. Oh no, I guess I didn't. Yeah, I did. Because it was kind of looking ridiculous. Oh, I guess I didn't do it for the default companions. What am I doing? But it's not showing the backpack. Strange. Strange. Oh, I'll turn off the backpack for everybody. I'll leave Lindsay's stupid hat on because she looks stupid. Okay. Ah, I can do that later. Valerie, I'll take your helmet off too. Well, Jathal's the last one, so might as well just do it. All right. Back to the throne room. Let me turn that back on and then head back to the throne room. That short amount shouldn't flag me. Imagine that, Queen. You know, I always believed in you. You keep it up, and who knows? In a couple of years, you might even become an emperor. But that Armag, he and those creepy sisters barely managed to find the tomb. How are we going to find it? I mean, I suppose I have a bit of an idea, but I'm not sure. What do you mean, how? The same way we always do. We pack our things and go find it. Especially since I was already shown where it was. The tomb's well hidden. Over the centuries, no one but Armag has found it. And it took him forever. If we go wandering around without a clue, we could still be looking till the end of time. Before we go, we need some leads. I have scouts we can send to Glenabon Uplands. They can scour out the location for us. Seriously? You have your own scouts? Well, I don't know why I'm so surprised. You're soon to be queen. Fine then, let them search. It seems to want me to do this one, so what's this idea of yours? Go ahead and share it. Can't hurt. We're not the first to live in these lands. Countless other people were here before us. Maybe they knew something about the tomb. If we could find some archives from previous inhabitants of the stolen lands, like the dwarfs, maybe? Truth be told, I don't really know where to look for them. But these lands are swarming with ruins. There must be an archive or two left somewhere. I mean, maybe? Hopefully? Um, the Tiger Lords don't know. They've left anyways. I will give the orders. Let's do it then. Let's find the tomb. We have to hurry. Who knows what Armag might do, given enough time there. Well, I would have headed to the tomb if you didn't make me come back here. Who the heck are you? With your flowing red robe and your pointy helmet. A dismal silence hangs in the hall as the figure of a new visitor appears at the door. He's taller than anyone else present and seems to be made of subtle folds and sharp angles, from his metal mask to his scarlet cape, and he literally reeks of evil, cold, calculating, unrelenting. The Forefather. Greetings to the ruler of this land. An expressive male voice carries across the hall. The visitor bows politely. I've come from afar to discuss a matter of considerable importance, and I hope for a civilized conversation. Let me introduce myself. I am called the Forefather, and I serve the illustrious Queen Mahathala. I am a devil. Right. Now there are devils roaming about my capital. What brings you here? I came simply to pay my regards to a lawful ruler. It is my manner to conduct myself in this way. The devil makes a few gestures and says something indistinguishable. Both he and you seem to be enclosed in an invisible ring. The outside world shines through dimly. Its sounds are barely audible. A modest precaution. Others should not hear what I have to say. I have news of someone you know. Young Kanera and Kalike. One of them is in great danger, and they both share a single fate. They must have told you by now of the Soul Eater who killed Kanera. I should imagine that by disclosing their secret and true names to you, the poor children deprived Kanera of protection from this deadly foe. Soul Eater has picked up her scent and will soon be here. You will need my help to deal with it. What is your interest in Kanera and Kalike? My interest in these lost children is special. I would even say familial. It's my blood that runs in their veins. A long, long time ago, I gave a night of passion to a young follower of Mahathala's cult. Her soul has writhed in agony in the flames of Hades for many ages, and yet I still feel a vague joy when I see the offspring of our alliance walking the sunlit lands of Kadira. I am their forefather, and not only by name. What's so special about this Soul Eater? I've killed worse beasts before. This Soul Eater is more ancient and far stronger and more evil than any others like it. It knows Kanera's name and will follow her relentlessly. If you refuse my help, both you and the girls will have to remain on close guard day and night, waiting for it to appear, to attack. And believe me, the devil seems to chuckle. Even so, you will not be prepared when it strikes. What do you suggest? I can lure the Soul Eater to appear at the right time and place. I even know a way to be rid of it once and for all, without any fuss. If you're willing, Then come with Kalike to the barrens at the southern border of the Kame lands. It must be Kalike. We cannot risk her sister being found. We will meet there and resolve the matter once and for all. Fine, I will come to the agreed place. The devil makes another half bow. I enjoy dealing with reasonable and civilized mortals. So long. Well, at least he knows how to leave with a flourish. Ah, reach Armag's tomb. A matter of principle. Ah, well, first things first. Let me get Hakun's bow back. Where is it? Lucky longbow. Was that all they took from me? Do I have another +2 ring? I do. I will take it. Mighty fists. I think he needs an amulet as well. +2 cloak of resistance. Next time, leave your freaking bow on. I hate that they just stripped me of his stuff. That was just stupid. On second thought, I'm going to put these in the... I'm going to have Alana switch off and use those when needed, if I can remember she has them. Alright. Let me put some of this stuff back. And they still took one of my freaking torches. That makes me mad, too. They just took it and said, nope, you don't need this anymore. And it poofed away into the ether. Fallen Warrior's Flint. Fallen Warrior's Flask. Where'd those things go? Oh, here they are. Boot, buckle, flask, sheath. While I'm here, let's see if the story maker can make a story. I think I need one more of these. I brought some relics. Let's see. Blind darkness underground, bronze blades clashing, the cold blood of serpent folk and the hot blood of cyclopses mingle on a stone floor. And something else, fear, desperation, agonizing shame. The owner of these pieces was not to be envied, Alana. Give me the items you've collected, and I'll tell you the story of the fallen soldier. I would be happy to trade the whole set of items for their story. Can you hear it calling to us? Let us hurry. Tell me about the fallen soldier. 10,000 gold coins. and a bunch of XP. I feel the damp cold of a dungeon, weapons clinking. I smell blood in the soldier's footcloth. There is a dull pain in my muscles and a weariness, an endless weariness on the verge of desperation. I am a Cyclops, a soldier of the 19th Unbending Legion, the Golgon Empire. What's that? The Lost Kingdom of Golgon is an ancient Cyclops empire, which included what is today known as the Shackles and Mediogalti Island, as well as the southern part of the Soden lands and a section of the western Mwangi expanse. It predates the rise of Aslant, having been at its height during the Age of Serpents. Because its magic users infused their craft into the buildings and other structures they built, some have survived the ravages of time. Most of the information known today about Golgon was obtained by expeditions into these extremely dangerous ruins. We traveled the Dark Lands with the mission of clearing the middle levels of the southwest sector of Serpent Folk. The Dark Lands are an immense series of caverns, vaults, and passages under the surface of Galarian. Sort of like the Underdark from Forgotten Realms. While entrances to the Darklands can be found throughout the world, it is not common for travelers to venture into the almost universally unsafe depths. Over the course of the mission, we've lost a third of our contingent. Our rations went low, and our morale lower. I've heard several soldiers secretly tell each other they've lost any hope of returning home. But I stand strong. I'll endure whatever I must to return home alive, for the sake of my wife and child. But each new march, each new battle dims the thought that I'll ever see them again. I pray for the sun's protection and guidance, but can the great luminary even hear me down here? Golgon? I thought the Cyclops Empire was called Coloron. Coloron? Never heard of it. The storyteller's face twitches and his normal voice returns. Coloron was founded by Golgon refugees several centuries later. As for why there were refugees at all, well, we'll learn that soon enough. The storyteller's face relaxes again as he returns to the story. Coloron was the name by which an ancient Cyclops empire was known in the records of Iblidos, which itself is one of the oldest human civilizations of Casmaron. The empire was founded by exiled Cyclopses escaping from brutal Golgon, but did not last long. Today, the area that was Coloron is part of Eobaria. The empire was destroyed in the event known as Earthfall and the ensuing chaos of the Age of Darkness. How long have you been on your mission? Cut off from the sun and the moon, we count time by daily marches. I've lost track completely. It feels like we spent an eternity in this underground place. Could it be that when I return, my son will be a graying old man with sons of his own? And them sons themselves? No, I must avoid these venomous thoughts. Do you worship the sun? Yes, of course. Do you know what raises Cyclopses above the animals and other two-legged savages? The Cyclops' face has one eye, a single orb, just like the sun in the sky during the day, or the moon at night. We build majestic temples to praise the luminaries, and in return they reward us with prophetic visions. The lesser races may roam in the dark, but the Cyclopses are capable of seeing truth. Why do you wage war against the Serpent Folk? By the order of our Empress, Zalekti never doze. Does she never sleep or something? With her own hands, she destroyed their den near Garkotar and beheaded their leader. The Darklands will be ours soon. Maybe once we've purged it of serpent folk, we can find a way to bring some sunlight down here. Go on. Our mission continues. We've lost half our contingent, but we still have no orders to turn back. The soldiers' desperation is becoming open indignation. If we were outside in this situation, I'm convinced half the unit would have deserted by now. But here we are, and there's nowhere to run. I listen to the soldiers talking, and I don't like what I hear. This underground has changed them. They don't look to the luminaries for help anymore. Rumor has it that some of them have secretly begun praying to the serpent folk's god. Worse than barbarism. This is pure insanity. But wasn't this mission itself insane in hindsight? What beings do the serpent folk worship? I don't know, and I don't wish to. Who could possibly be worthy of worshipping in these fetid catacombs where sunlight can never reach? Devils or demons, if I had to guess. We've seen some of their unholy shrines, and they were enough to make even seasoned veterans sick. Flayed skins, bowls of blood, and entrails. Altars made of bones. And this is done to our own kin, to other serpent folk. Oh, and this is done to their own kin, to other serpent folk. I can't imagine what they do to their captives. Did you kill many serpent folk? I think so. I don't know the exact numbers. That filth doesn't practice honest combat. They move through secret passages to ambush us, attacking from behind or above or below. We've decimated many of their nests, but they still keep coming. Go on. The Legion rebelled. An officer caught some of the soldiers offering sacrifice to the serpent folk's gods, and he ordered them arrested and executed. But he had no idea how deep the contagion had spread. Many soldiers refused to follow his orders. The group stood facing each other, swords bared, loyalists against traitors. I should stand by my commanding officer and die beside him as a loyal soldier of the Empire. But I'm scared. Oh, son, I'm so scared. I don't want to die here underground. I want to see my wife and son again. I couldn't say a single word. I couldn't even move while they butchered our commanding officer and the soldiers who remained loyal to him. But that couldn't save me from what happened next. They declared the slain as sacrifices to the serpent folk's gods, and each of us had to taste the flesh of the sacrificed or share in their fate. Salty blood runs down my lips. I choke down slimy meat and clap my hands to my mouth to keep myself from puking. Sun and moon can't help us here, and I raise my prayer to new gods. My legs won't hold me, so I kneel, and I feel them. I feel they're here, with me. They stand around me, their cold palms on my forehead, and my fear subsides. I'll return home. Isn't that what I was praying for? Won't you end up executed for treason? Not if they never learn of it. We all agreed on the story we'd tell our commanders when we returned. Our operation was successful. The Legion suffered heavy losses. The commanding officer was killed in action. So the next in command took his place and ordered us to head back. We did, that's all. Do you still sacrifice Cyclopses? Just once or twice. Now we try to capture serpent folk alive and sacrifice them instead. I've even developed a taste for snake bait. The underground gods turned away from the scum. The underground gods turned away from that scum. Their new followers are far superior. Such power and glory these new gods can bring to the Empire. We can even challenge Aslant itself. Go on. On the upper levels, we rejoin the main force of our army. We reported the cleansing operation as a success. No one doubted our story of the officer's glorious death. Not that I'm surprised. It seems our legion wasn't the only one to accept the protection of the underground gods. Some soldiers even pray to them openly, and our superiors turn a blind eye to it. Finally, we make it back to the surface. I breathe fresh air deep into my lungs. Like a crimson eye, the huge ball of light glares down on me from the sky. I shut my eye, for I am no longer used to sunlight. Tears run down my face. No matter, it's all right. I'll be home soon. I must thank the gods for my safe return. Maybe my son will make a good sacrifice. What happened to Golgon after that? And so often happens, while the serpent folk may have lost the war with the Cyclopses, they won victory over their souls. Soon, dark cults spread throughout the Golgon Empire, replacing the traditional worship of celestial deities. Sacrifice of Cyclopses, public tortures, and ritual cannibalism became commonplace. The empire began to decay. How was Coloron founded? Seeing the empire dying, some Cyclopses fled to what is now known as Eobaria. They hoped to preserve the culture of old Golgon, to build a new country free of the dark cults. But, as before, the contagion was already too deep. Coloron proved to be just a lesser copy of Golgon, and then the Earthfall came. Skies have fallen down, ending the Cyclops' civilization, along with so many others. Thank you for the story. I'll leave you to your legends. Well, now we know what happened to the Cyclopses. Okay. Like real devil. If I understood the Baron, we need to go with Kalike to the Barrens, to the southern border. By the way, who's Kalike? Okay. Reach Armag's tomb. Armag and the sisters searched for the tomb for many years. After they found it, they went there in haste and forgot to tell us where they were going. Fortunately, we know its location. On the Glenabon uplands, we can go there to search for it ourselves, or we can take advantage of the situation and send scouts there. Or maybe something else can help us in our search, or someone. Yeah, see, the old man showed us where it was. There are a lot of scouts serving the Baroness. Let them do their work. Where can we find the books? How long does it take for Armag to become one with the ancient power we spoke of? I hope we're not too late. Great. Which means this quest is timed. Nobody's injured. Everybody seems okay. Kalike, Conora. All right. Which means I gotta head out again. I can appoint some temporary advisors. I'll do that when I reach the map screen. Do I have rations on me? I do. I could put these back because he didn't mention anything about them. Whoops. Give me that back. Oh yeah, the frickin' rope. Jesus. I mean, Saren Ray. I'll keep 2 on me, and the rest go in the box. Okay. And I clicked the wrong button. Yep. Accept. Okay, that's pretty close. The Baroness needs help or companion for. I already did that. The visitor has met with the Baroness. The visitor has met with the Baroness. What is this? Find any hint on the location of Armag's tomb. I can't do it anyways. 250 BP, 30 days. I think I have to wait for Valerie to get back because she's busy. The coon is busy. Nobody cares about Lindsay. Let me. Do they get angry when you remove them from a position? I'm gonna save it just in case. Kalike can be a treasurer. If I take Lindsay out of curator, she can be relations. Okay. Kalike can be treasurer. If I take Jubilost out, Miri, Jod is busy. Jubilost can just be a treasurer. Who's this? That's maybe Bartholomew and Magar. Can only be a treasurer. Can only be a treasurer. Lindsay, I'm gonna put there. Valerie, I'll put there. Jathal can be curator. Storyteller could be curator. Okay. So Lindsay goes here. I could put storyteller here. That sucks. Magar doesn't seem like a treasurer to me. Who is that? Which one of them is that? That's Canera. She's evil. Sorry, but I'm not going to put you there. Okay. Jubilost goes back there. And for now, yeah, let's stick storyteller there. And then I'll be covered. Maybe Magar could be espionage when it opens. We'll see. Hopefully he can. I wanted him to be a warden, but just fit his personality more. Hopefully he can be in the espionage position. What position is this? Counselor. Okay. Avril's going to have to hold the fort on that one. Okay. Great. Just great. Candlemere. I want to go to Glenabon, Two-Faced Hill, Fossil Fields. This is Patax. Country Road. Yeah, I'm guessing just walk around until I find that place. And Lindsay's talking about someplace with books. Swamp Witch's Hut. Ooh, I can get a unicorn horn from her? Oh, right. Lindsay's talking about someone who might know already or someplace with some books. There's Restov up there. I wonder, can I go there? Assemble a militia. I'm working on that. Since this is close, I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to... I'll do that. Let me go switch. I don't even remember which girl is in this plane right now, so I'm going to have to go visit her. I need Kalike, right?
Tread lightly.
Tread lightly. That's Canera. The Tiefling girl looks at you. Of course you recognize me. I'm Canera. Of course. I want to talk to you about... Tell me about Kadira. You know, the forefather came to talk to me. Okay. You know, the forefather came to talk to me. Canera gives you a wry smile. What a surprise. It's little wonder that he came to you instead of me. He respects hierarchy, as devils should. So what did he want? He wants to help us get rid of the soul eater that's hunting you. We should take whatever advantage of the situation we can, no matter what methods we have to use. Dealing with devils, one must never drop one's guard, not even for a moment. But it's also true that it's best not to ignore them or their warnings, especially when they involve mortal threats, when it's your own life in the balance. Kanira shivers and holds her shoulders. The Soul Eater, no matter how I try, I'm never able to think of our last encounter as just another unpleasant episode from my past. Maybe it's because I understood perfectly well what was happening. I was completely alone, losing a fight, being killed by a monster that would eat my soul, and I would lose everything, even an afterlife. I'd like to talk to your sister. With that stiff, Canara wrinkles her nose, but seems strangely sad. Very well, I'll get her. So long. The tiefling girl is quietly singing something soft and sorrowful. Seeing you, she nods warmly. I'm Kalike, in case you're wondering. Oh. I have important news for you. The devil known as the Forefather came to me. Kalike turns pale. What? What did he want? He offered his help against the soul eater who killed Canera. I'd rather not deal with such a creature, but I fear for your lives. He wants you and I to go to the barrens to deal with the soul eater who killed Canera. He says he's ready to help. Choose option 1. He offered his help against the soul eater who killed Canera. I'd rather not deal with such a creature, but I fear for your lives. Thank you. I don't remember anyone worrying about me like this, except for my sister. But you're saying the Soul Eater is back? What should we do? I'm afraid of the Forefather and his plots. But can we safely dismiss him? We might just bring even more trouble down upon us. Um, all right, I have to go. Good luck to you in everything you do. All right, I guess I just drag her into my party. Leave. Your Grace. After I become queen, will they call me Your Majesty instead of Your Grace? Since I have to take Kalike, there she is, means I have to leave out somebody. I think I'm gonna need my spells. I'll take out Altana. No, Altana. Ooh, I made that mistake once before. This X deletes your mercenary for good. Like, no. Ooh, almost made a mistake. She's still there, right? Yes. Ooh. It's kind of tough avoiding trying to click on that X because it's a big X. It's like they want you to click on it. Um, yeah, I'll put you there. Well, let's go deal with this.
I'm tired.
Of course you do. I'll manage. What can you do? You don't have a special role? Well, the first of the companions that I don't have a special role. Huh. I guess you will just help guard. Hearty meal. Okay. Ooh. Do I? Yeah, you got potions. F5. Let's see what we can see. least it's not a big map. Okay. You! Kalike folds her arms on her chest and glares at the devil. How rude, girl. The forefather doesn't seem insulted. I thought you were old enough to understand what little meaning there is in such labels as good and evil. Didn't the evil devil help you and your sister? Didn't the followers of the good goddess despise you? Anyway, now is not the time for long conversations. I promised you a chance to get rid of the Soul Eater once and for all, without any fuss. That time is now. The devil makes a sweeping gesture forward. What is this noise, Naiho? Are you trying to annoy me by pounding rocks with a pot? I'm not doing anything, but I can hear it. Watch out! Sweet Teeth, no, no! That's who that was? Why so upset, my dear? I use my mastery of illusions to fool a slow-witted soul eater. It will get its victim, 3 of them in fact, and it will believe that it captured and killed Chimera, and then it will leave and your problem is solved. Kalika looks at you, eyes filled with despair. Please, Alana, we have to save them. What if we summon Chimera? The creature will be drawn to her, and we'll be able to kill it. But then, my sister... Oh, Nethys, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Follow your heart, of course. Isn't that the sort of trite wisdom you all love to repeat? I can't put the lives of the Sweet Teeth above Chimera's or vice versa. Summon Chimera. We'll distract the Soul Eater from the Sweet Teeth and then kill it. That way no one will get hurt. Alright, wasting no time, Kalika closes her eyes using the ability she gained from the Disc of the Eclipse. When will I be allowed to get some sleep? What's going on here? Wait, what?
Enemy near.
Sweet Teeth are up there. Can I actually attack this thing? Good. Avril. This guy's just piecing out, it looks like. Chimera. You've got 0 burn. So that means you are just going to have to do some fire blasts. Actually, I want you to move back. How do I... There's... never mind. Nova.
We can do it!
Get up there. Let's go all out. Haste. Jade. Wolf. Wolf, get over here. Along with Jade. Okay. Alright, the smaller soul eaters aren't too big of a deal. Jade.
Your death awaits.
Alana, move. Where's Chimera? She's right there. You need to freaking move.
Taste my fury.
She already got -2 wisdom because she was out of place. Illy. Don't hold back. Okay, Alana's doing the right thing. Gabriel is doing that.
Sister, protect me.
Who said that? You're not getting hit. Kalike. What are you doing? Shroud of Water? I don't want you doing that. I want you fire blasting.
Taste my fury.
Well, I guess you could have it up. Yeah. I need you to get some burn on you. Can you do that? That's like that. And you are doing something. Jade is attacking. Avril is... Try that out. I want to see what that's like. Oh, yeah. And just killed it. Alright. Yeah, go after those. Wolf, get in there. Illy, don't stop. Good job. Oh, you guys are gonna get blasted. Or not. I can't believe it. That crazy goat set me up again. Canera seems fit to burst with rage. She risked my life again for those low-life simpletons, and in a fight with a beast that killed me once already. Wait, so you're not Kalike? Canera, you're alive? And what do you mean it killed you once? I'll show you your Kalike. Tell her she can wipe your foolish snouts for the rest of her life if she values you more than me. Sweet Teeth, you're alive. Praise Nethys. Your sister was just here. She's very angry with you. Angry with me? Well, then you can tell her I don't have to live with blood on my hands for her sake. If she hadn't made that deal with the devil, if she didn't want to have everything, then this would have never happened. I gave half of my life for her return, but I can't, I won't give the lives of my friends as well. Could someone explain to us what's going on? If anyone is to blame for what happened, it's the forefather. That's what I'm going to say. If anyone is to blame for what happened, it's the forefather. Yes, he arranged all this, but he's not the main reason. I can't do this anymore. I can't look the other way while Canera is indifferent to the lives of others and my own feelings. I gave her half of everything that I'd ever have, all for her. But I cannot sacrifice those who depend on me. My poor child, I don't know how something so foolish could have descended from my blood. I wish to see you grow up, lose your childhood fantasies and weaknesses. This will be easier once I spare you of the strictures imposed by a certain divine force. So that's why you set all this up. Obviously, It would be madness and short-sighted to argue with a herald of Nethys himself. You hear a chuckle from under the iron mask. But it would be pathetic to do nothing. You see, girl, and you, Alana, my offspring is a valuable investment in this world, and I wish to secure my interests. For ages I've reaped souls as a sickle reaps grain, turning even the most loyal followers from their service to the almighty gods. And I imagine that all-seeing Nethys decided to make a joke of me by taking the 2 souls that are mine by right. But everything will work out just fine. Soon enough, I will reclaim what's been taken from me. We are not your property. In your case, the matter must still be discussed. But in Canera's case, the situation is quite clear. She made a contract with me for a lifetime of service. She's the only one who thinks a formal death followed by a resurrection can spare her from her contract. But in any case, it's not up to you to decide your fate. The sisters are my servants. Why did you plot all this, forefather? What's in all of this for you? To secure a valuable investment, of course. The mindless monster from Abaddon, in hunting Canera was standing in my way, and I had to get rid of it. But there's more, of course. What kind of a devil makes plans without some sinister ulterior motive? I cannot hope to oppose Nethys, who has taken my girls under his wing, but I can drive them to break the god's conditions and thus lose his patronage. And I have succeeded. First I lured them to these lands with the disk of the eclipse. Then I made them reveal themselves to everyone present. Kalike just couldn't stay and watch her precious sweet tea die, could she? To protect them, she only needed to bring Canera, right before everyone's eyes. In any case, their vow of secrecy has been broken. Now we only need deal with the second condition, and then I may receive what's been taken from me. Whatever it is you're planning, I'll protect Canera and Kalike. Of course, you're welcome to try, but I don't recommend meddling in games of devils and gods. I've made my move, and now I shall wait. Soon enough, the game will continue. Do something. One of those was a failure. It was... Was it a task for the Sweet Teeth? We need to talk to the Sweet Teeth and try to find a way to spare Cassie of it. I think it might have been that one. Oh no, wait. This one. Didn't get a chance to wait for the gnarl marches to be weeded. I think that's why it failed. Well, all right. A matter of principle. Talk to the twins alone. What do you know? All this time, the person we were calling Kaesi was in fact 2 different people. And the forefather arranged all this horror with the Soul Eater, just to reveal their secret to everyone. Now they're pretending that nothing happened, but maybe the Baroness will be able to get them talking. Yeah. I Can't seem to loot these things either. Sweet teeth. I'm afraid of Canera. She will definitely roast us. You know what? I really like that adventure with the Soul Eater. I'm afraid of Canera. She will definitely roast us. What do you guys have in your bags? Dagger. Take that ale. Take that. Take that. It's just a tax for saving your lives. That's the exit. What's down here?
If there's gold, it's mine. I'm the best.
Cool. Actual stuff. Kinetic diadem? What is that? Ooh, is it a headpiece for a kineticist? Info. This diadem increases the damage dealt by the kineticist's simple energy blast by 2d6. That's pretty good. And by kineticist's simple physical blast by 2d6 plus 2. Composite energy blasts instead deal an additional 4d6, while composite physical blasts deal an additional 4d6 plus 4. That's pretty good. But I think I'm going to save it for Canera. They're both kineticists, but she's more offense focused. Now I have to head back to the town to talk to them. But I will do that in the next episode. I think this one has gone on for quite a while. I lost track of time, plus went into a long storyteller story. So, we'll catch up with the girls in the next episode. Thanks for watching.